Shalom. This is Akarad from GMS, Virginia. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to all you Akim out there pushing the truth in the four corners of the earth. I got some info for you just to keep brothers on point. You know how I do. This is it's an article from InfoWars. It says NYPD concerned about Iran terror should put U.S. security on alert. It says on September 25th, the passionate attachment broke the story of the Israel lobbyist who suggested that a Pearl Harbor type attack might be necessary to get a reconcentrate Obama administration to go to war with Iran. I'm gonna look at this word. I don't even remember seeing that word when I read it the first time. God damn. Let me see. Let me split these pages, man. Okay, so it says the passionate attachment broke the story of the Israel lobbyist who suggested that a Pearl Harbor type attack might be necessary to get a hard to deal with, manage, or operate Obama administration to go to war with Iran. Because you know, Iran is stubborn. Stop your goddamn nuclear arms program and all that. See, what people don't understand is that, see, Esau, you're an idiot. All right, let's go ahead and knock that out. Let's go ahead and knock this out the way real quick. Esau, you so-called white people, you're an idiot. I don't know who the scripture says. Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 3. It says this is talking about the elites. The ones at the top of the pyramid. It says Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 3. It says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret they can hide from thee." Now the elites. So when we put these videos up, we're talking to the Rothschilds, because they're gonna be the ones, the elites. This is who we talking to. So it says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret they can hide from thee." See, they're going to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. But what they don't understand is that by you going into Iran fulfills prophecy, you asshole. See, and the scripture said the Most High shall have them in derision. This is Joel chapter 2 verse 20. It says, "But I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive them, and will send," alright, "to cause and guide the movement of." That's what the Most High is doing. Or it says, and to impel, constrain, urge, to force to work or act. Just like driving a vehicle, that person is in control. Alright. It says, "But I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, and with his face towards the east sea, which is the Red Sea, and hinder part towards the utmost sea, which is the Euphrates. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he has done great things." That's talking about the so-called white man. I just seen an article with a third part of men, which is the wicked, which represents you Edomites. I just seen this video saying the Pentagon just sent some troops over there to the Syria area. When you look at a matter of fact, they showed it, and they basically got the whole area of Syria surrounded, man. They got goddamn it, Saudi Arabia. They got they got Israel. They got Iraq. They got Turkey as an ally. So Syria is that's what Esau is dealing with, man. Over there in Syria, all those rebels. So first of all those, I did a lesson back then called "The Least of the Flock Should Draw Them Out." And come to find out that all those rebels in there in Syria, that when you watch the news, you see the rebels are doing this and the rebels are doing that. Those aren't rebels. Those are undercover special forces, undercover Qatari, special forces of Qatari, undercover Saudi Arabians, MI6. They're all undercover, man. They're all undercover. Matter of fact, a good show, a good example of that is this show I used to watch when I was in the military called The Unit. All the motherfuckers undercover, man. They're all undercover, man. And they're getting that shit roused up, man. Just like over here in the States, in the Occupy Wall Street protests, they have what you call agent provocateurs to get this shit roused up. And that's exactly what they're doing over there in the Middle East. They're getting the people roused up, man. Going back to this article, it says, as Patrick Clausen, director of research at the Washington Institute for Near East Policy, brazenly put it during question time at the pro-Israel think tank Policy from luncheon on how to build U.S.-Israeli coordination on preventing an Iranian nuclear breakout. So in fact, the Iranians aren't going to compromise. It would be best if somebody else started the war. And this is crazy, because this article that I'm reading, I seen a video. I forgot when I downloaded it. It was like 2-3 months ago. And this coming out October 11th. This video that I'm about to show you, I came out like 2-3 months ago. It says, in light of Clausen's thinly veiled call for a false flag attack to trigger, see that? A false flag attack to trigger another Middle East war for Israel. A story in yesterday's New York Post entitled NYPD on alert for Iran terror should be of a major concern to those charged with protecting U.S. national security, reported Jessica Simeon. Y'all can go read the I ain't gonna read all that. I just want to get right to the point. You know how Jake got a short attention span, because I know my black ass do.
How quick they knew Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy.
Because the people who did it were identified and we knew who they were.
Well, then why couldn't we have stopped them beforehand if they were identified and we knew who they were?
It was a failure of intelligence. Everyone's accepted
No, it
that.
wasn't. We knew before with Condoleezza Rice's memo on August 6th, when it stated right in the memo, bin Laden to steal planes and run them into buildings. And more stuff is coming out now also, how much the Bush administration ignored the intelligence. It was almost like they ignored it because they wanted it to happen.
Oh, come off it, Jesse.
No, not oh, come off it. Wait a minute. Every war fought starts with a false flag operation.
Every war fought starts with a false flag operation.
I frankly think that crisis initiation is really tough. And it's very hard for me to see how the United States president can get us to war with Iran. Which leads me to conclude that if, in fact, compromise is not coming, that the traditional way of America gets to war is what would be best for U.S. interests. Some people might think that Mr. Roosevelt wanted to get us into World War II, as David mentioned. You may recall we had to wait for Pearl Harbor. Some people might think Mr. Wilson wanted to get us into World War I. You may recall he had to wait for the Lusitania episode. Some people might think that Mr. Johnson wanted to send troops to Vietnam. You may recall he had to wait for the Gulf of Tonkin episode. We didn't go to war with Spain until the until the Maine exploded. And may I point out that Mr. Lincoln did not feel he could call out the Federal Army until Fort Sumter was attacked, which is why he ordered the commander at Fort Sumter to do exactly that thing which the South Carolinians had said would cause an attack. So if, in fact, the Iranians aren't going to compromise, it would be best if somebody else started the war. One can combine other means of pressure with sanctions. I mentioned that explosion on August 17th. We could step up the pressure. I mean, look, people, Iranian submarines periodically go down. Someday one of them might not come up. Who would know why? We can do a variety of things if we wish to increase the pressure. I'm not advocating that, but I'm just suggesting that this is not a either-or proposition. It's just sanctions has to succeed or other things. We are in the game of using covert means against the Iranians. We could get nastier at that.
But guess what? The very people who tell us that we're the isolationists are the ones who are always looking around for another enemy to slay and put on sanctions and start another war. They're the ones who don't want to trade with Cuba. We're the ones that think that it's time to engage in the world and to talk to people and trade with people. So they will try to paint us as uncaring. But let me tell you, people who care will care about liberty. And this will never translate into an absolute majority, but I'm certain that our numbers are growing by leaps and bounds. These prairie fires of freedom are being spread, and there's nothing but good news out there, precariously so, because we don't know exactly. We may have something happen. There may be a false flag incident where some ship goes down and you be used for the excuse to accelerate the next war.
Some ship goes down and you be used for the excuse to accelerate the next war.
So you people out there, so y'all see the clip, man. Yeah, man. If that first cracker who went to basically the history, it's the same guy, because that video. Matter of fact, if you go on YouTube and type in just false flag, that video should pop up with that Edomite up there, man. But like I said, I got that video like months ago, man. It's crazy. And I was waiting to do this video like couple weeks ago, man. But the Spirit put it off, man. And anyway. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. It said, "The thing that has been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun," man. So if they had a first flag event and they went to World War I and they sunk the Lusitania to go into into World War I, they're gonna do it again. If they just like they did in World War II, they used what? Pearl Harbor incidents to enter World War II, just like you mentioned Gulf of Tonkin they did for the Vietnam conflict, man. So even Ronnie Paul said it, man. Elmer Fudd even said the same thing, man. A ship, a boat, it's the same shit, man. I'm gonna read it one more time. "The thing that has been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun," man. Especially with Esau, man. Cause and don't Esau even say that his own damn self, man? That crooks always leave the same. The crooks always leave the same shit every time they do at a scene. It's always the same. That's how you know it's a guy. A crook always does the same thing twice. A dumbass. I mean, you thought you can. And the scripture says if it were possible that they should deceive the very elect, man. Man. But that's what's gonna happen, man. That's what's gonna get. That's what's going. Just like he said, we don't know how this World War III gonna pop off, but the scripture does say this in the book of Jeremiah. Chapter 50 verse 45. "Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon," which is America, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. "Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out," which represents the Amalekites, the Khazars, those so-called Jews over there. "Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them," because both of them lands are going to be wiped off the face of the planet, because we can't go back to that land. It's so nasty and defiled and "At the noise of the taking of Babylon," which is America, "the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations." Because when America gets blown the fuck up by all them missiles, man, it's going to turn the earth off its axis. It's going to be the sound going to be heard in the Red Sea. It's going to be a spectacular event. How the Most High do. You see? But hey, keep your Akim out there posted. Kwam Yasharala, call Halal Yahweh by Shemi Hawashah, and Shalom.